Hi, and welcome to this month's video blog from Orange Genie Accountancy. Last month, one of our clients asked us the following question: what should I do if my client makes a blanket IR35 determination? Well, in this month's video, we will provide an answer to that question. So stick around to find out more if you are a contractor who is suspecting that a blanket decision has been made during your IR35 status determination. In this video, we'll explain: what is a blanket IR35 determination? Why your client might want to use blanket assessments? Why blanket determinations are a bad idea? Finally, we will share with you the actions you can take if your client makes a blanket IR35 determination. Let's get started. What is a blanket IR35 determination? We would usually expect the status of each contract to be assessed individually. This would mean that each contractor would be assessed each time they started a new assignment. A blanket determination is where a group of contractors are covered by a single assessment, usually based on their being engaged in the same role. This is different from the practice of making an internal policy decision to stop engaging contractors through PSCs, though the end result is often the same. So, why your client might want to use blanket assessments? April's reform is giving your clients responsibility for assessing the IR35 status of all the contractors they engage. IR35 assessments are complex, and where the client has a large contingent workforce, it's a significant burden in time and resources. Many clients are therefore looking for ways to complete the work more quickly and to keep the cost of the process down, and at first glance, blanket assessments appear to offer this. Next, why blanket determinations are a bad idea. Most blanket assessments involve large numbers of contractors being found inside without sufficient attention being paid to their individual circumstances and practices. This violates the requirement in the legislation for reasonable care in making IR35 determinations. It has negative consequences for the client as well, unnecessarily increasing the cost of hiring contractors while making the client less attractive in the contractor market. For this reason, well-informed clients are far less likely to use blanket determinations. Finally, here are the actions you can take if your client makes a blanket IR35 determination. Please note that well-informed clients are more likely to assess IR35 correctly, so your best defence is to help your client to be well-informed about the reform and about your specific situation. Here are the actions you should take. Talk to your client about their intentions. Open lines of communication are very important, and it's possible that your client is not aware of the urgency. Talk to your client about your concerns and ask them to explain how they intend to handle the reform. If necessary, signpost them to IR35 compliance experts like Orange Genie Compliance, who will be able to help them prepare and assess IR35 correctly. Make sure you know your correct status. Even though your IR35 status determination will soon be taken out of your hands, it's still important to know and understand your own status, particularly if you think you might need to discuss it with your client. We recommend getting an independent IR35 expert to assess your status for each new contract. If you're genuinely outside, this will give you useful evidence for discussions with your client, and if you fall inside, it will give you time to take any necessary action. So get in touch with our IR35 experts who are able to help assessing your status whenever you have a new contract. Gather evidence to support your status. It's always been best practice to collect evidence of your independence in case your IR35 status is ever challenged. When your client assumes responsibility for determining your status, it's just as important to be able to demonstrate your outside status to help in your discussions with the client and in the event that HMRC challenge an outside assessment. We understand your frustration if you believe that a blanket decision has been made for your IR35 status determination, especially when you have been found to be inside IR35, which means a reduction in take-home pay unless you can renegotiate your day rate. But as already explained in our video last month, in order to give yourself the best possible chance of being found outside IR35 in future contracts, you should follow best practice to ensure your relationship with your clients is a business-to-business relationship and does not resemble employment. We highly recommend you gather an evidence file to demonstrate and support your outside IR35 position. Most importantly, you should take all the actions explained in this video if you believe that a blanket decision has been made for your IR35 status determination. If you have any questions or if we can help in any way, please call our IR35 Expert team on 01296 468 483 or email info@orangegenie.com.